around and park up here.
Wonder where he's going. The same place, maybe?
Probably.
Don't tell him our sleeping spot.
No. This video is brought to you by Setco Transportation, now hiring Super P wood chip and Super P flat deck Class 1 drivers in BC's Lower Mainland, the Okanagan, and the Kootenays. To apply, go to setco.ca, use promo JuanFan, just to let you guys know, or Setco knows, I sent you guys. Also use me on the reference when you apply for a job as well. And I'll share with my bonus with you guys. If you guys use promo code JuanFan, you get an extra $100 on the payday as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is 10:48. It's 26 degrees Celsius. A little bit cooler today so far than yesterday, but I'm looking forward to getting this loaded and tarped before it gets really hot. So let's get her done. It is August 18th. We are on Highway 6 northbound. Just crossed the Nelway border crossing, so we're back in Canada. And luckily there's less smoke here. I was expecting to be thick smoke from what we saw from leaving Spokane.
Yeah, that was pretty
So that must be a different valley. Quite pleasantly surprised by the lack of smoke here. I have to complain about something though. The lack of restrooms for truckers. Come on! Like there's no actual government restroom or rest stop anywhere up here. The Kalesnikoff Indian Reservation has a restroom you're allowed to use, which is awesome. Thank you. But it's on private land, so they could take that away from us anytime they wanted to. But that's it. There was one convenience store that would be big enough to get one truck in to go and use their restroom. Probably have to buy something to do it. And then our customer didn't have any restroom available for us either. It was an open lumber lot, and their offices aren't near there. They're pretty sure the forklifts just drive to the offices like 2 blocks away, maybe more than 2 blocks away. So that's annoying.
Couldn't have said it better. And there's not a truck stop nearby. You would have to drive a while in rush hour in the morning.
There's a couple of small, really, really small truck stops. But you can't get trucks in there because they're so small, they're full. And the truck stops further off, guess what? Those are full too. There's nowhere. You could detour to one of the truck stops and pretend to fuel up and just park in there and go in and use the washroom, but that's once again a detour. So public washrooms with trucker access. Please, more, not less. It seems like they're removing more and more rest areas. It's like, more. I am human as well. I mean, if I'm just traveling by myself, you can just pull over and run into the forest anywhere you want. But even that, you gotta find a pullout first.
There's a lack of pullouts for grocery stores and everything too, right? Like you're
Yeah.
forced to basically bring everything, or you're forced to go to truck stops and buy really expensive food. Yeah, the rest areas we struggle with a lot more.
And most routes are okay, but this one in particular is pretty bad. And since we're doing the same thing we just did yesterday, we'll have to deal with it all again tomorrow. Hopefully, we get back to Spokane tonight. If anything does not go right, we won't. But if all goes smooth, we'll just barely make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very long day today and tomorrow.
Yep. We'll see if we get home for the weekend. Or home Friday. We might not get home till Saturday morning. We'll see, depending on what kind of load they give us. Hopefully it's a central premixed load to Vernon or something. Kelowna.
Something easier.
That would be optimal.
At the end of this track, turn left. Turn left at the stop sign.
Yeah, all week's been really slow, ending the day really early, and then today is going to be a full day. And really pushing that full day. We'll do as much as we can, and
Continue on Highway
if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
I think there has to be a happy medium of making it work, and sometimes being like, no, I'm gonna let you know I'm human, and I'm not gonna be pushed that hard. So once in a while, it's just not gonna happen.
I want my weekend.
Yeah, that too. There has to be some give and take, I guess I'm saying. There has to be a point to where like you don't feel like you're running and running and running and running.
We're on Highway 3 coming up to Salmo now. And unfortunately, this load that we're going to pick up today at Kalesnikoff, or Kalesnikoff Mass Timber, unfortunately that load can't be delivered till 8:30 tomorrow. So that'll be interesting for what Friday looks like. I'm pretty sure we're not getting home early on Friday.
Oh, there's no way around that.
The earliest would be if we get a central premix load, just go home from there.
That'll still take hours. Like, be home around dinner time. If we're lucky. Like,
No. If we get a central premix, it shouldn't be too late. But if we have to come back here empty and then load and then head home, we might not make it home.
It'll be tomorrow.
Well,
No.
maybe I'll send them email out asking what my weekend looks like.
Yeah.
Just go send an email to dispatch going, hey, once you know what my next load is, can you let me know just so I know what my weekend looks like? And if we don't get home till really late on Friday, that's okay. I'll take all of Saturday, all of Sunday off, and leave Monday morning. Taking my 48 hours off. Sometimes the weekend actually is a little longer for us if we get home really late on Friday, because then I just don't leave until Monday morning. How's my rear-facing camera? I didn't set it up at all. I just jumped out of the truck, clicked it in, and jumped back in and went. Not wasting time. Today is not a wasting time type of day. I just clicked it in, so hopefully it's a good view. Which way do I go here? Do I go through Salmo or over Bombay? Excuse me. I'm not really sick anymore, but I'm still clearing out my lungs a little bit.
Yeah, same. Bombay could be easier where Salmo has that construction, but that's not really a stop construction anyways. Salmo.
Bombay is about 8 minutes faster.
Including the scale?
Not including the scale.
And the brake check?
Brake check, both have a brake check.
Yeah.
So, save yourself 8 minutes, scale is probably open. Saving yourself 3 minutes if the scale pulls you in and does an inspection, you lose an hour.
You know you're empty, so it's
Unlikely I get
Yeah.
pulled in. And maybe the scale's closed anyway. It's been closed quite a bit this week. I think I'll go over Bombay.
I guess I'll allow you.
Think. I haven't made up my mind, but I think.
Bombay's the only pass that's been bothering me that much in my ears. So I'm secretly like, not Bombay. But I can get with it.
It might be the 8 minutes we need at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting to me of all the passes we've been going over. Bombay's one that gets me.
It's one of the steepest passes. You gain altitude very quick. It's pretty much 9% grade the whole way, right? So you gain altitude quick. By the way, thank you guys so much for all the comments and the thumbs ups and subscriptions. Very slowly still trickling in. Summer is usually really slow for subscribers, so if you're not subscribed yet, consider hitting that button. Keep our summer numbers going up. Most summers usually go down a little bit, and then winter that's where most of my subscribers come in. So thanks for sticking with me throughout the summer. Winter is coming soon. Actually, Jess was pointing out some trees that were changing color already.
Yeah, there's some trees and shrubs, and that's early. I think it's at least 2 or 3 weeks early. Usually by middle of September we start in certain areas getting good color, but it's pretty early. this next week when I'm home.
You're taking the next week off?
Yeah. I'm gonna buy some corn on the cob. I haven't had that this year. I don't think we did it last year.
Well, check if that crazy guy is selling them at Wendy's.
Well, I could do that, but we also have the local corn guy too. And supporting local guys is kind of cool too.
Buy a couple extra years just in case there's some bad ones in there.
Yeah. I think I need some cash though, so we'll see what I got. I don't think I haven't had corn on the cob in a few summers, I don't think.
Excuse me.
And we're not being mean when we call him the crazy corn guy. That is what everybody calls him.
He's a little creepy, but it brings in fresh corn from the mainland, lower mainland.
I think he pretty much had an article written about him that where he kind of agrees that he's kind of talked about that way. Oh, look, in your email we have a permit.
Permit?
Yeah.
Great, it's going to be a wide load?
A special permit. I am so confused by this. I've never seen this Idaho permit. Width is 9.2.
Okay, oversized.
The length is... See, I don't know if that's what they're saying you can go up to. 80 feet.
How long?
80?
80 feet.
See, I don't know if they're just making up these numbers or if that's what you can legally go up to. Their height is legal 14. Loaded ROH. Yep, FOH. Rear overhang?
Okay, yeah, rear overhang.
4 feet 4 inches. It's massed timber wall panels.
That means we need a Washington over with permit too, right?
That could be on the way. This is like daylight travel and 2-lane roads, like we have to read this whole thing and flags and lights and
Yippee!
yeah, nighttime travel, all this stuff, flashing lights, Yeah, so I'm curious if this is the actual length and width, or sometimes they just put the big general number in there and then it covers you no matter what you get.
Well, the 80 feet could be the trailer and truck combined together.
True. Connors Ferry, 95, 54, 41, 50. See, I don't know the road numbers that well to know. To Post Falls, Washington. I don't know if that's right either. That's not spoken. I am so.
What are the numbers?
Okay, I got it. Got 95.
Yep, that makes sense.
54.
54.
That should be a east to west, right?
54. Not 53?
No, 53 is. It was 54, 41, 53. So, north of that?
95 right to 53.
Is there a city or something somewhere? I'll have to look at it when you're loading. It might be a city you have to go around or something.
Well, 41 is in Rathdrum. You can get on 41 for a second.
Okay.
But I don't know where 54 would be.
Trying to look it up here.
54 would be further north.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't make sense to take that route. But as long as the permit covers those roads in there, that
Yeah, I'll have to take a look closer.
I'll be fine. And then I'll need a Washington permit.
Should I email back and say Washington permit coming soon? Question mark.
There's no cell service. You might as well wait till Castlegar.
On the signature right, Highway 3.
My BC permit's still good, so I don't have to worry about a BC permit. And this truck is driving so slow, and I'm hoping they just drive straight here and not turn off.
Turn right on Highway 3.
Hallelujah.
Continue on the road.
I get what they're doing. Okay, I found it on a map.
Uh-huh.
So you go to Athol,
Yeah.
and you go west. That's 54, and then take 41 down to Rathdrum.
Okay.
And then 53 is Rathdrum to the state line, basically.
That's one way of doing it.
They're basically taking that shortcut over.
It's not a shortcut, but it's a long cut.
And, well, this is coming from your new boss who says he knows permits
Uh-huh.
and routing. I have figured it out what the routing it is. Just barely in the nick of time before we lost cell service. I was like, map, load, map. Yeah. Yeah. trying to figure out your phone again.
What are you looking for?
Swipe.
Swipe?
Swipe. Haha. You laugh at me, but if I gave you my phone, you would be the same way.
I'll leave you with your phone.
You would be the same way.
It's the driver that had issues at the border. Customs asked him a couple times for stuff that he didn't have. He had to go back to his truck and get stuff.
And we can only make assumptions about what that was about, but it took a while.
We went through no problem.
Oh, the guy was friendly.
Yep. Good interaction. Asked a couple of questions. Asked if Jess was just a passenger, and that was about it. Must be pretty equal on power. He just has an extra trailer, so that's the only reason why he's slower is he's got two trailers. I have two steel trailers. Mine is a hybrid of steel and aluminum. Kind of debating if it's worth passing him before the brake check, but
You know what?
no, I don't know what.
I think you gave me your headache.
Huh?
I think you gave me your headache.
I gave you my headache? Good, mine's gone, so.
Yeah, you pretty much did give me your headache. But I just think the heat is bothering us a little bit.
Yeah, it's not really hot during the day, and then
We can't cool off until we go to
Yeah.
bed.
that's one advantage to having a longer day. We'll be driving and staying cooler in the truck longer.
Sure.
Hammer down. remember there's an 80 kilometers per hour at the bottom of this hill. When you're fully loaded, it's important to remember. You're going to need to slow down to 80. Actually, if you're fully loaded, you're going below 80 the whole way down anyway. So when you're partially loaded, and you come down at a high speed, you need to be able to slow down to 80.
Especially if you don't know if there's a loaded truck in front of you. So.
There's a fully loaded truck ahead of you, and you need to go down at a speed that you can slow down to whatever that fully loaded truck is doing. And some of those fully loaded guys are real slow down the hill, depending on their engine size. If it's a tiny little engine, they gotta crawl down the hill. And we've got a loaded truck coming up ahead. Don't know what it is yet. It's flashing lights, so probably a wide load. Never seen a moose in that pond, but I feel. You have?
Oh yes, I have.
Yeah, maybe you have.
I remember when I see moose. That's why I look.
It's definitely a type of pond that a moose would be hanging out in.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. It's hard to know when they're in the water or tall they are, but I don't know, knee deep. It was in the water.
Moose are good swimmers.
They definitely are.
And that is why moose's number one predator, the thing that eats the most moose, is a killer whale. And we're catching up fast. Slow her down.
Yeah, it's definitely smoky that way. Can't quite tell what he is.
Can't quite tell if we can pass or not. Looks like we can. Holy smokes, that scared me. Here I thought I was being aggressive. I did not see that motorcycle coming behind us at all.
He's fast. It's just.
I will see on the camera how fast he came up behind us, but I did not see that motorcycle. Not often a vehicle can catch me off guard, but that bike did.
I just hope he knows how to handle that kind of speed and we don't see him somewhere down the road.
He just oil slick on the road at that speed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You don't need much if you're to go wrong with that speed.
Nice little rest area up here. Once again, the trucker can't fit in there. I stopped in there once when I was bobtailing. Can't get a trailer in there. Might be able to get a trailer in there, but good luck getting the bag out.
Does the tow truckers have to go in there? Sometimes there's signs that say no trucks.
Yeah, that one doesn't say no trucks.
Like, I don't remember any signs saying no trucks. Some of them tell you.
You could park down here and walk up there.
Yeah.
See a couple water bombers parked at the airport.
There's actually quite a few fires around here. I've been without a cell phone, so I don't know the latest things.
You have a cell phone now.
I do, but it's not by me.
Or you left it in the bag?
Yeah. I'll take it out and do my French, though. At least that cell phone service where you're loading is nice.
Loading should take about 2 hours if everything goes smooth. Loading and strapping and tarping should be about 2 hours. Longer than that, to figure out how the whole day goes. But
Especially now that your permits have special routing, you have to follow that too.
yeah. Now, you want to email them and ask them about
It might be there now.
just ask if I'm getting a washing permit too. I just don't even have to ask. They know I need a permit. Just check if there is one.
I don't see one yet.
Maybe just say my BC permit's good. Just need my washing. Scale's closed. Woohoo! Paid off coming this way.
1 kilometer. Take the exit on Route 2, Highway 380. Take the exit on Route 2, Highway 380.
I'm assuming because it's closed, they're probably out and about still.
Assuming since. Oh, CVSE, the scale's closed. Yeah, they're probably out and about working intersections and stuff. Yeah. Yesterday they were working the intersection close to Kalesnikoff, so we'll see if they're there today again.
Continue on Highway 3A.
But the strange one has been the Bonner's Ferry one that's been out.
Yeah, Bonner's Ferry's been closed the last 2 times we come through. They're always open.
That one's been a little weird. Don't ask See who it was. Let's look at a truck number.
2033?
22.
22? Okay.
We can approach it differently. You look at a driver's face. I look at the driver's truck number.
Here's the brilliant suspension bridge that used to be the main bridge over here. It's not just a pedestrian walkway. Passenger side, it's kind of cool.
I still want to go on.
Yeah, we've never stopped. There's a parking area, we can hike. Yeah. We gotta do more of that. Oh yeah, right, we need time for that. Looks like the suspension bridge, the gate's closed to get there. Closed on this end. Looks open on this end. But there might be a gate underneath this bridge. I don't know. I know what fences are for.
Yeah.
Then we have the brilliant dam on the right hand side here. Once again, passenger side. There's 3 or 4 dams between Castlegar and Nelson. A whole bunch of dams here in succession. Columbia River is always so beautiful to drive along. No, this isn't the Columbia River anymore. This is the Kootenai River. Columbia River was through Castlegar. It goes the opposite way. This is the Kootenai River. Hey look, the only rest area. It's on the Canadian side.
It's usually a
And
very, very bad choice.
It's not a friendly rest area.
You also have the scale if you want to pull.
Yeah, the scale actually has a nice little pit toilet. That one people don't realize is there. It's kind of hidden and they don't advertise it. So scale is a good option. Better than this hole over here. And it's a seasonal one here too. But we always use the restroom at Kalesnikoff.
I like going into Kalesnikoff because I like seeing how they make it. I used to see the inside of the plant, all the beams and plant panels.
That's a pretty cool place to tour how they build all the panels, glue them panels. Don't know if I'd be allowed to bring the camera in there. There's probably trade secrets. Although they let anybody just walk through.
I'd be
Tour.
interested in emailing them sometime. Be like, hey, you want a YouTube video? I think also as a YouTuber, you could talk about their product a lot more, and you get a lot of people that want to know more about this too at certain sites.
I think the advantage that Kalesnikoff Mass Timber has with Lulam panels, they can give customers better prices because they have their own lumber mill.
Mm. You don't have to ship
So
it in.
they have a huge advantage to some other mass timber places. There's one in Spokane, and we're delivering panels to Spokane. just get reloaded on a trailer and go south somewhere.
I don't know if it's leaving Spokane. It could be something that's being built in Spokane. They're not quite ready for it.
The smoke is starting to bother my throat here.
Yeah, agreed.
It's definitely getting thick.
You should just bring the mask here, the filter mask,
The ventilator masks.
yeah, you should bring
I have one in here.
Oh yeah, you do have one.
Yeah, there's one in here.
Sweet.
You could use that one.
Well, I'm not going to say it look like you are, but if you ever need one, then yeah, we have one.
I'm not exactly sure where it is.
I used to know where it was. You might have put it underneath the bunk.
I think it's in that corner there, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, behind the bed. But nonetheless, if it bothers you, you can do that. You bought those last year?
Yeah, we bought them last year because of forest fires and they got really thick. So yeah, you coming with, we should bring yours with as well.
Yeah. I was kind of say when at home when I'm at home, though, in case the smoke is bad there.
But just bring it with you wherever you go.
Yeah.
Don't care if I look silly walking down the street with the ventilator mask on. When it's thick smoke, I'd rather just keep my lungs clear of the smoke. Yes, all the cars behind me. I'm actually doing the speed limit. Who are we kidding? I'm actually going a little bit over the speed limit. Here's Kalesnikoff lumber. Here's their lumber mill. Passenger side.
You do load there quite often, too.
Yep. Not as often as we used to.
Well, not with the quad deck. With the Super B.
Super be unloaded here quite a bit. KLC. Kalesnikoff Lumber Corp. Excuse me.
That smoke is getting me.
Yep.
I think your filter needs to be changed.
Yeah, the HEPA filter, the cap and HEPA filter might need to be changed.
Well, there is a driver that basically goes 8 kilometers back and forth and back and forth.
Yep, they literally transfer lumber from that mill to Kalesnikoff Mass Timber where we're headed. All that driver does is back and forth, this short little trip. All day long.
Which is a great job for someone who wants to be home every night or a new driver that needs to learn flatbed.
Yeah, we use this run to train all the new drivers on how to secure a load because you do it so many times a day. I did a week of it when I first got hired.
Well, that beach.
Yeah, a lot of people parked up here and they go down to the river down there. It's a really sandy, nice little beach down there. And because it's such a deep valley down there, you can find shade.
No reply.
Did you turn Wi-Fi off?
I did. I wanted to check. It's her first day back though, so she's probably busy.
Well, guys, I think we'll call it a day as we pull into the yard here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. See the people's names in the credits. I hit the join down button down below. Thank you for that. And thank you for everybody else just for hanging out. Ah, yeah, see CVSE. Working over here. Kind of called it, didn't you?
Yeah. That's where they were yesterday. They're going after some trucks.
Going after the guys that never have to go over the scale and stop listening to the laws. Poor logging trucks, no matter what you do, there's an excuse to pull you over. Because no matter how much of that bark you peel off, as you're driving down the road, some of the bark will start flapping, and as soon as you have some bark that's loose and flapping, that's an insecure load. So no matter what you do, it's a good excuse to pull you over. And hopefully they can just pull right in and load right away.
Turn right on Restroom Road, then take the first right.
See a truck in here loading?
I'm trying to look. So many trees, it's hard to remember.
Right about here.
He's doing something on his truck.
I think this truck.
The forklift is facing perfectly squared off. I think
Turn right
there's
on
something
Restroom
there.
Road, then take the first right. Turn right on South Logan Station Road.
Oh, that lumber disappeared overnight.
Driver here tarping.
In 800 meters, arrive at KNT 51309.
I swear that was the same company from yesterday, too.
Yeah, I think so.
That driver yesterday was going to North Carolina.
Yep, all these panels go all over the place. North Carolina, Texas. Okay, it's a Sutco. Ah, it's Rano.
Well, let's go by the Rana.
So we'll loop around and park up here.
Wonder where he's going. The same place, maybe?
Probably.
Don't tell him our sleeping spot.
No. It's our secret spot.
It's our secret spot. We didn't get bothered at all last night.
If we get there tonight.
Yeah, but it's secret.
300 meters. Arrive at KNT 51309.
Here's the A&W. I mean, it's the tourist or the customer entrance, the first introduction to the. That's where you go in and see the cool panels they build and how they build them.
Yeah. If you're here to look into buying it.
But the building looks like an A&W. Did you know the engineer that designed that building is a huge fan of A&W? Anyone have guessed that?
Well, that's why you call it that.
KNT 51309.
No, the building itself looks like an A&W. The angle of the roof and everything, right?
Mm.
When you give an engineer free rein to design a building, go for what he enjoys.
Well, they built that building. Or is that not the new building? The new building will be behind it. Okay.
The new building is where the crane is.
Yeah. I suddenly remember that they were building a new building I haven't seen in a while. Expanding onto the building.
Yep, they're expanding on a brand new place. Someone smashed into the top of that door already?
Well, it looks like it.
That right there, they're building a new building. Or an expansion to the existing building.
And probably sadly it won't be enough in like a year from now. Be like, oh, do you need more room?
So I'm going to jump out and help the driver in front of us strap down his load and get him out of here quicker. And then we'll get loaded.
Was an offer to make you lunch too?
Yeah, maybe make me lunch. I'll eat while waiting between helping him. Yep, that'd be appreciated. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
We're out of here. You guys rock.